we identified 4 groups of actions or areas of improvement, which focused on where the focus should be on robust enforcement of the GDPR. And here we were, of course, thinking very much about the proposal, the Commission proposal for procedural rules. We were very much focused, and here the link with the Draghi report, on achieving more consistent interpretation of this of the GDPR across the EU. We were deploring some fragmentation, not only through the sometimes not necessary legislation on the national level in the areas where it's allowed, and sometimes even in the areas where the member states do not have any margin of discretion to further specify the application of the GDPR on the national level, but also the fragmentation caused by diverging interpretation of the GDPR through the data protection authorities. And here we called very much on the EDPB to really foster more coherent interpretation and coherent enforcement of the GDPR. And we called also on the data protection authorities to abide by the this guidelines or a variety of documents which they adopt, where they are regrouped within the EDPB. And then another element of which we are very much aware of, the area of actions, and this is the area of coherent interpretation across different new legislative instruments. So not only no fragmentation and coherent interpretation of the GDPR as such, where we see this divergent interpretations by the DPAs, but also the coherent interpretation and enforcement of variety of legislative tools which are which build on each other or which complement each other. And here I think in particular about the new legislative, about the new acts, let me call it, be it the DSA, so Digital Services Act or Data, and then Data Governance Act or Data Act, and of course artificial intelligence, where even Data Digital Markets Act, where this act to some extent built on notions provided for in the GDPR, and to some extent specify some GDPR notions or solutions in a specific areas. So we were, of course, always calling, and we do want to have more improvement also in the area of supporting of stakeholders' compliance effort. And here we think in particular about the SMEs. So I counted out 4 areas which we listed in the report, where we think further attention or further actions, again, I'm not sure it's the most correct word for it, but it's the areas where these actions need to be taken in order to achieve the necessary improvement.